look across the San Diego Bay into the skyline of what's called America's finest city. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. From the rejuvenated Gaslamp Quarter in downtown San Diego, MLB The Show has baseball from Petco Park. Lots of pink in the stands and on the field for this Mother's Day matchup between the Miami Marlins and the San Diego Padres. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to another edition of Baseball on the Show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Eric, as we get set to finish off this four-game set here today, let's check out what's happened so far.
Yeah, no question, this is a pitcher's park. You can see a pretty low-scoring affair last night. Hard to generate a lot of offense here, especially in the evening. So we could be in for more of the same here in this one.
All right, Eric. Steve will join us in a moment, but first, let's have a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Miami Marlins as they'll line themselves up like this here this afternoon. And on the mound to face this lineup, there you see the numbers for the hard-throwing right-hander Josh Johnson. Christian YELICH will step to the plate now as we're ready to get this one underway. Crowd still filing in this afternoon as the game's first pitch is taken for ball one.
First pitch, 1-10.
Here's a 1-0. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Great afternoon for baseball here. 71 degrees, the temperature at first pitch. Now a swing and a bouncing ball toward the hole. Well into the outfield turf as he makes the stop. Throw in time at first. A nice play in short right for the first out. So the leadoff man is taken care of to start our finale here this afternoon. And with that, let's give you a look at how the Padres align defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. RAFAEL FURCAL will stand in, and he wasn't alone in wearing the collar in last night's ball game in which the team could muster all of 1 run. And here's a called strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1. Now a late bunt attempt here, but he misses strike 2.
First a curveball, then a changeup. Not what you'd expect from a power pitcher.
1 out, nobody on. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
One-two. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
He'd obviously love a 1-2-3 here to start the first, and after a ground out and a strikeout, he's 2/3 of the way there.
GIANCARLO Stanton will stand in, and you see what he's done over the past 7 games. Boy, arctically cold. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball one. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, that's a pretty good spot to try and lock him up inside, but you know, he can turn on that location if that's out over the plate.
Hard hit to third. There to take it is Headley. On to the first baseman, Blanks, and that'll end the inning. So not much happening here in the top half of the first. And now the Padres get their first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. Here's Bud Black's starting lineup for the host Padres, and it looks like this. Tom Kohler is on the mound to face them. His greatest challenge in this one will be avoiding the long ball. He's going to be staring down some guys that'll be tough outs in this ball game, but it'll be imperative that he keeps the ball in the ballpark. And in the field, the Marlins will align themselves like this. There's Everett Cabrera now, so he'll be the one to get things going in the home half of the first.
Padres number 2, shortstop, Everett Cabrera.
And that's in there for strike one.
One thing about our 2 starters, they'll both light up the radar gun all game long.
Now he runs up and gets this one down. And he'll just put it in his pocket. It's an infield single.
Man, he could flat out fly. I mean, once this thing got down, you figured if this is a fair ball, it's a base hit. That's almost too easy there.
Cameron MAYBIN will stand in now. And speed is definitely a big weapon in his arsenal, as he currently sits 3rd in the National League stolen base chase. Big hole on the right side. Here's the first pitch. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball one. A runner at first with no outs here. That missed. Close. It's ball two.
Now, after that first pitch out, another ball here really puts you in the hole against a dangerous hitter.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
And that questionable call on the previous pitch, it really changes the at-bat because he doesn't want to just lay one in there on 2-0. Now it's 3-0, and the tide is not working in his favor.
Has a look, now the pitch. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. One pitch is a slider, and he can't pull the trigger. It's 3-2 now. takes strike 3 called on the fastball, 1 gone.
Wow, quite a turn of events here. He goes from in the driver's seat, 3-0, to falling victim to the strikeout. And in hindsight, you go back to that 3-0 pitch, and I got to believe he wishes he was swinging.
So a runner at first with 1 out now, and that'll bring in the dangerous switch hitter Chase Headley. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike. And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1.
And they know full well the threat that this guy poses. So even down 3-1, I can't imagine he's going to get anything that he can drive right here.
And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away. GYORKO will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night. Good lead off his second there. Now the pitch. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1.
Good pitch right there. Right on the heels of a walk. He needed to get ahead of the next guy, and he did just that.
Ground ball to second. This could be 2. FURCAL on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More baseball from downtown San Diego right after this. Garrett Jones leads things off now in the top half of the second.
Garrett Jones.
Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
Ball 1.
Ooh, he might have felt the squeeze on that one. That might just change the whole complexion of the at-bat.
The 1-1 now to Jones. And the shift will not amount to much here as this is lifted in the air out to right field. And it's a fly out to start the second, 1 away. And 1 away in the inning here as you see the Padres modeling their camouflage jerseys this afternoon. Popular here as a salute to the many servicemen and women in the San Diego area. BOGUSEVIC will stand in, hoping to perhaps pick up a base hit so we can climb over that Mendoza line. Grounded foul toward the coaching box at third. Now a ball hit back up the middle. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He doesn't really have a chance to set himself up, so this is all arm, but he makes it look routine.
Ty Wigginton will stand in hoping to turn things around from the loss last night. He was 0 for 4 in that ball game. Now here's the first pitch. In tight with the curveball, backed up on him a little there, and it's ball 1.
Yeah, trying to go front door with that breaking ball. Started it a little too far inside, though.
Swing and a miss, 1-1.
Well, if you're going to beat this guy, it's probably going to have to be up. You know, when he's at the knees like that or lower, especially with the fastball, he's tough to hit.
Here's the 1-1. Hit high but foul, as that'll get in amongst the fans. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. And a breaking ball freezes him. Strike 3 called, and the side is retired. Miami down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Will Venable will stand in now, just a few ticks shy of the 300 mark for the season. Here's the first pitch to him. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
And a curveball's in there, so he's quickly behind 0-2.
And they may have found a location that they like right here. 2 different pitches, both taken on the inside corner, and now they can go just about anywhere they want.
And they'll try another curveball there, but this one misses. It's 1-2. And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. Here he comes again, 1-2. Late swing and a ball line foul into the seats past the third base dugout. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Reaches out for one and hits it on the ground to second. And a good throw gets him, 1 gone.
Batting 6, left fielder,
Chris DENORFIA will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Bottom of the second here with no score. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Yasmani Grandal will stand in now, hoping to turn things around as he's stuck in a bit of a cold spell these past 5 ball games. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. And this is going to be a foul ball. 2 out, nobody on. Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. Padres down in order. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Jared Saltalamacchia will stand in now to lead things off. 7, 8, and 9 here to start the 3rd inning.
And maybe one of these guys can break this string of 6 straight retired to start the ball game.
Here's Johnson back to work now as he jumps ahead of the leadoff man. No balls and a strike.
Real good lateral movement on that 2-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
And, oh, you talk about getting a pitcher's call. There's one there, and it's 0-2.
I think generous is the word here. That looked like it was 6 inches off the plate.
Inside as he might be trying to set him up here. 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
Now a ball rolled softly to second. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd.
And that's what the 2-seam fastball will do for you. Running away, not just for strikeouts. Here he gets him to hit it on the ground for an easy out.
Donovan Solano will be the batter. Here's the first offering. He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball. 1-0. Now a ball grounded foul over toward the coaching box. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
Marlins are still on the lookout for their first hit of the ball game. Here's Johnson now with the 1-2. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
You know, it seems like every time we check these out in show motion, it always looks like the bat breaks the plane. Look here, sure enough, I don't think he holds up in time. Looked to me like that was the right call.
Tom Kohler will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1.
Yeah, those are the ones you like to start an at-bat, especially your first time up.
I agree. Give me a nice, easy one in the dirt that I can take so I can really get ahead in that count early.
Not close. It's 2-0.
Well, you know, sometimes it's that natural tendency to let up just a little bit when you're facing the opposing pitcher. You know he's not going to do much damage, but you got to get refocused here because you do not want to go 3-0 to him.
Here's the 2-0. And wow, that looked to be well inside, but it's a called strike. 2-1 now. Third inning, no score to this point.
Woo!
2-1 pitch is swung on and hit in the air out to center field. And MAYBIN will look this one into the glove, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Marlins. Home half of the third coming up, no score. Kyle Blanks makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3.
First baseman, Kyle Blanks.
And he drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. And he takes strike 2.
Yeah, he must have been looking for that same breaking ball because that pitch, it's right there.
Swing and a miss, and he's got that strikeout pitch working now. That's 3 in a row for him as there's 1 away.
Boy, he just dominated that at-bat right there. You want to see a power pitcher go right through a guy? This is a 3-pitch see you later right here. Have a seat.
Josh Johnson will be the batter. First offering on the way. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes.
Here we go, Johnson.
Fastball again, but this one's by him for strike 1.
Right now, they'd be lucky to just put one in play.
Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Now here's a fastball up that he sends in the air out to fairly deep center field. Bogusevic is back, and he'll get there to make the play for out number 2.
Yeah, both these two starters are matching each other in the early innings, stride for stride. He's an out away now from a 1-2-3 bottom of the third.
Everett Cabrera will stand in. He singled to lead off the home first. First pitch coming. A fastball here as they'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Swing and an easy one for the first baseman. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Nothing across here this half of the inning. On now to the top of inning number 4. And we are tied 0-0. Christian Yelich will stand in to begin their half of the 4th, with his guys still looking for their first hit of the ballgame.
And still looking for their first base runner, too. 9 up, 9 down.
Runs up to bunt here, but this is going to kick just foul down the line. And this is fouled back and out of play. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
If you want to see a guy get blown away at the plate, this is just one finger down 3 times in a row. He was just overmatched there.
RAFAEL FURCAL will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1.
Give me a break,
Fouled back. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. On a big swing as he takes this one to the opposite field. High and deep to left center. MAYBIN is there to take it, and that's the second out of the inning.
Man, and not only has he not allowed a hit to this point, but he's also faced the minimum so far. You can't do much better than that.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and set to stand in the ultra-dangerous GIANCARLO Stanton. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
No runs, no hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Now the 1-0. And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now. You still come after him now on 2-0?
I think you have to be a little careful, but yeah, I don't think you can just give up on him.
Outside, 3-0 now.
And even on 3-0, it's no given that he's going to be taken up there. We've seen him go after pitches in this spot before. He's not going to hold back.
And he changes up on him here as this is popped high in the air toward the right side of the infield. Blanks is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Miami down in order. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Cameron Maybin will get things started for the Padres. Chase Headley behind him on deck.
Center fielder, Cameron MAYBIN.
And a ball, 1-0. Trying to bunt his way aboard, but he can't connect, and it's 1-1.
Yeah, not a bad idea. He waited a pitch there before showing bunt. Sometimes that might back that third baseman up a step or two if he sees you're not bunting at the first pitch.
Let's go, Pod. Here we go.
A little bit outside, 2-1.
When you start that pitch off the edge, most guys know well enough to lay off. You've got to start it on the edge if you want him to chase.
Now the 2-1. Here's FURCAL at short. Throw by FURCAL, and there's one down.
Yeah, doesn't look like much has changed here to start this inning either. That's 8 in a row now he's set down.
So the base is empty here with one away, and standing in is the third baseman, Chase Headley. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one. That's it sharply past the mound and on into center field for a one-out single.
Just the second hit they've got against him so far as we check on his numbers to this point. He's pretty much been in control all afternoon, so we'll see if he can keep that string of zeros going.
GYORKO will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Here's a slider to start things out, but it misses by a few inches or so. It's ball one. No runs, 2 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Padres. 1-0 on the way. Runners on the move for second. Pitch swung on and missed. The throw. It's right there, and he is out at second on a great throw by Saltalamacchia.
Well, that's kind of what makes the hit and run play such a gamble. You can see right here on show track, this ball's not even in the strike zone. So once the guy at the plate can't make contact, that runner is hung out to dry.
Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1. And this is going to be a foul ball. Sets the 2-2 pitch. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Padres go down quietly. Through 4, still tied, 0-0. Garrett Jones will make his way towards the box to lead off the 5th.
Garrett Jones.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And this will be fouled away.
Let's go!
Outside for a ball, 1-1.
1-1.
He wanted to go after that one, but that's a good eye to just watch it all the way in.
Sticking with the soft stuff here as this misses. It's 2-1. And he'll stay alive here, but just barely as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. The 2-2 goes the other way as this is line to left. And this is going to be extra bases here to kick off the 5th. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
Oh, that one sounded great off the bat. That's a good, crisp line drive right here to start the inning, and they'll make it up to second with a leadoff double.
Brian Bogusevic will stand in now with a good chance to break the seal here following the leadoff double.
Well, it's a good RBI opportunity, but you've got to remember your first job, which is to at least get that guy over to third base.
In there, and it's 0-1. For Jones, that's now 7 doubles for him on the season. Now here's a fastball up that he sends in the air out to fairly deep center field. Catch made in straightaway center as the runner tags from second. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. But it's backed up well, so luckily there will be no advance.
So a double and a fly ball move a man to third now with 1 away. Now if they could just get another fly ball, it would likely net him a run.
Ty Wigginton will dig in here. Took a called third strike his first time. First pitch on its way from Johnson. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. You gotta say, for a strikeout pitcher, not too many strikeouts here so far.
And he's in a big need of one right here. It would definitely come in handy.
Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now. Any thought to bringing the infield in here with 1 away?
Still a little early in my book. A run you can live with. What you don't want to do is let this snowball into a big inning.
Still sticking with the fastball, but this time he lays off. It's 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. No score here, but a potential run is 90 feet away with 1 gone. Now another 1-2. And the fastball easy to lay off that time, 2-2. Where do you go from here?
I think he's set up for something off speed. If you can put that changeup below his knees, he won't come within a foot of it.
Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Boy, and slow out of the box that time as he's tagged out quickly.
And this doesn't even seem physically possible. I mean, how can a catcher who's in a crouch 3 feet behind the batter wind up fielding the baseball and tagging the runner all in one motion? I think he just broke the laws of physics out there.
Jared Saltalamacchia is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. And a pitch taken here. It's now 2-1 to the Miami backstop. Fastball is looked at for strike 2. From the stretch. Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now, 3-2.
Now on 3-2, you got to go with your strength.
Swing and a hard hit ball towards the hole. And that's through into right field for a base hit.
Took us a little while, but we've got our first run on the scoreboard here in the 5th. You've got to figure any more they could add on here could really go a long way.
Donovan Solano will try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. And that misses, ball 1. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
I think he's going out there right now just to remind his guy, hey, this is the number 8 hitter up there. No reason to work the edges. You just come right after him.
Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Now the 2-0. 3-0 now. The figure he's taken now on the 3-ball count.
Maybe even taking 2.
And no doubt about this one, it's in there, 3-1.
Yeah, a much better pitch there than the one he threw on 2-0.
And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit.
And you can see the pitching coach heading for the mound, and this is nothing more than just trying to reassure your guy and give him a chance to compose himself. He's been great so far, so there's no reason to think that he can't work out of this.
Tom Kohler. We'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 5. And he'll try and crowd him there with a fastball to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
On the ground down the first base line. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Marlins forced to settle for 1. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Marlins on top, 1-0. Will Venable will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the 5th.
Right fielder, Will Venable.
And the inning will begin with a fly ball out to straightaway right. Stanton is there, and it takes just 1 pitch to retire the leadoff man in the home half of the 5th. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Chris DENORFIA will get another shot, called out on strikes his first time around. And he'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Now he jams him here as this is flared right back over the mound. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Now batting, catcher, Yasmani Grandal.
Yasmani Grandal will stride in again. He struck out swinging his first time. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
Here's the 1-0. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Lays off a fastball, but it's over for a strike. 2-1. A little too tall that time. 3-1 now.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
Come on, Friars.
3-1 is a fastball, and he can't connect. 3-2.
He's closing in on putting up yet another 0.
2 out, nobody on. Curveball, but a good job to lay off, and he works out the free pass.
And he's saying, give me a break. I mean, that pitch is right there. Yeah, I tell you, though, complaining like that is only going to squeeze that strike zone a little more.
Kyle Blanks will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk. Now the first pitch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
Now you've got the tying run over at first. 2 away. He's going to be looking to try and find a gap right here and bring that guy all the way around to score.
And he watches one split the middle here, 1-1.
Look out, 1-1.
And here's a fastball that he takes the other way out to fairly deep right. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Padres leave 1. They still trail 1-0. Christian Yelich will get things started here in the top of inning number 6.
Left fielder, Christian Yelich.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Here's Johnson back to work now as he jumps ahead of the leadoff man. No balls and a strike. Well, for that man right there, only the 1 run allowed. How discouraging is that when you're pitching your heart out and you're just not getting the support?
Well, the good pitchers really don't let it get to them. They know that it cuts both ways. Sometimes you give up 5 runs and your guys score you 8. You just have to focus on holding up your end of the bargain.
MAYBIN is going to get there as that familiar ocean air knocks it down.
And really, from what we've seen here so far this afternoon, balls just don't seem to have a whole lot of carry to them, and this was another example right there.
RAFAEL FURCAL will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. Good fastball out of Johnson there, and it's strike 1.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle.
And the way these guys have been swinging at everything, I'm surprised he didn't go after that one, too.
Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
Come on.
Now a swing and another fly ball here as things are getting busy out there in Central. And this is hauled in just shy of the track out there for out number 2.
That ball was hit well, and it might have been a different story if he pulled it. Instead, he hit it to the big part of the ballpark, and he's retired.
GIANCARLO Stanton will get his 3rd shot at it here. He's bounced out and popped out in his previous 2 trips. First pitch coming. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1.
And we've seen guys swing at that 4-seam riding fastball up in the zone, but you're never going to get on top of that thing when it's up that high.
And a check swing here, but he pretty clearly broke the plane, and it's 0-2 now. He can't get him to bite this time. It's 1-2.
Oh, come on.
And a swing and a miss as all he could do was reach out in vain for that one, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Marlins, but they're on top 1-0. So we'll see a pinch hitter loosening up here as left-handed hitting Seth Smith moves into the on-deck circle.
Seth Smith.
Hey now.
No, that's it. Counts 1-0. Come on, Diego. Let's go, Diego. Here we go.
Now a fastball is lifted into the air to shallow center. And the pinch hitter is retired here, 1 away.
Another guy retired there. You see his pitching line to this point. It's phenomenal. Just 2 hits, both of them are singles. And he's hardly even been in trouble. Thorough domination so far.
Everett Cabrera will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. And now the Marlins bullpen will swing into action as a lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. And now he drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first.
Let's check this out again. This is in show motion, and you'll see how he shows bunt late. He's got his head right on the baseball, watching it all the way onto the barrel of the bat. That's as good a form as you're going to see.
Cameron MAYBIN will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. Cabrera running. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. Not in time as he steals second.
And when you're still searching for your first extra base hit of the game, this will work as a nice substitute. He's into second with the old single and a stolen base routine.
Runner not going anywhere at second. Now the pitch. Fastball that time is nowhere close, and it's even at 1-1. For Cabrera, He picks up his 5th stolen base on the campaign. Right back to the outside part of the plate, but that misses as well. It's 2-1. Now a fastball. Look out as he has to duck out of harm's way there.
And right now, he shouldn't have any second thoughts about working hard inside. Even if you hit the guy, you've got the open base to protect you. You got to keep this guy from getting extended.
Here he comes on 3-1. Now a fastball driven on a line out to left. This is going to split the gap and get down for extra bases. And the run will score from second as this ball game is tied 1 apiece. And he will pull into second with an RBI double.
Well, he gives this ball a pretty good ride. No shot to get this one, as it's going to wind up hitting on the track and one hop of the ball out there. He's going to wind up pulling into second with an RBI double.
Chase Headley will dig in. He singled his last time around. Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1. Surprising to you guys that it looks like they're going to pitch to him?
It is to me. I mean, I wouldn't go anywhere near this guy with a base open.
A throw behind the runner at second, and he's back easily. Not much of a lead at second. Now here's the pitch. And that finds the target. 0-2 now. Surprised at all that they're coming right after him this way?
A little bit. I like it. It's good for the game, but this is definitely a guy that can hurt you if you're not careful.
Too high. 1-2.
Could be that high fastball there was just a setup pitch. Now you've kind of established that high sight level. Could be a good time to break off a nasty curveball.
Spin and a throw back to second, but the runner's back easily. Now a spin and another throw back to second. Might have an idea something's up here.
Just get him 90 feet closer.
And he'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to, as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now.
You know, and this is one of the few downsides to being a guy with tremendous strength at the plate. Once you get that thing started, it's really hard to put on the brakes, and he winds up breaking the plane right here, and that's strike 3.
GYORKO will get another shot. Struck out swinging his last time. A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. Here's a cold strike about thigh high. 0-1. And the fastball is off his glove, and it gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Well, yeah, this is going to be a pitch in the dirt. And as a runner, it's hard sometimes to tell whether you should advance or not. But I think the catcher just lost sight of this thing just for a moment. And as soon as he reads that at second base, he's off for third.
And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2.
Come on, Padres.
And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. Now a swing and a hard hit ball to short. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Padres get a run thanks to this swing by Cameron MAYBIN. 4, 5, and 6 coming up to start the 7th. All even now at 1-1. Back here at Petco Park. All square at 1 as we get set to start the 7th. But before we do, let's take a look at the game summary to this point. Nick Vincent is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
Nick Vincent.
Garrett Jones will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
And this whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the one run, that's it.
Inside here with a cutter as he's lucky that one didn't get him.
Boy, hitting the guy wouldn't exactly be the smoothest way to enter a ball game. He's lucky that one didn't get him.
Here's a fastball low, and he's behind 2-0. And there's the first strike, 2-1.
And on the mound here, you got to make sure you pitch to the shift. You don't want to make it easier for a guy to go the other way on you.
Let's go, players.
3-1 now as that misses down and in. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
Let's go, Pod.
Now the 3-1 home. Called strike 2, and now it's full 3-2.
Well, that may have been the last pitch in the at-bat that he could do something with. He's not going to get anything better than that.
Yeah, he's off the net.
And he lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
And that's what I'd call an intelligent at-bat. It's good knowledge of the strike zone, and more importantly, of how the home plate umpire calls a strike zone. He's got himself a leadoff walk.
Brian Bogusevic will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances.
Come on now, let's hit it right here.
And there's his strike right down the heart of the plate, 0-1.
Yeah, no mistake about that one. That one's right there.
Go, Fire.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like he's trying to get a ground ball here. He's coming right after him, trying to get a punch out.
Now a chopper to first, might only get 1. Cabrera for 1. Relay throw, but it'll be too late as he's well safe at first.
This is always a tough throw here for a first baseman coming off the bag. You got to make sure that you don't just throw the ball right into the runner's back heading down to second base. Here he takes just a little extra time to make sure that he makes a good throw. And they're going to settle for just 1 at second.
Ty Wigginton will step in, a ground-out victim as last time. Now here's the first pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
0-1.
Fouled straight back. And this is in the dirt, but a good job there to keep it at his feet. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
Not too happy about that decision down there at first base. We're going to check it out again here on show motion. Boy, that is a tight call. You know, one way or another, someone wasn't going to be happy about that.
Jared Saltalamacchia will dig in 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. And Saltalamacchia swings right through that one as he's in the hole now, down 0-2. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
Here we go on an 0-2 count. All you have to do is start that thing right down the middle of the plate and then just let it work its way in. Hopefully get a swing through or maybe even a shattered bat.
Shallow center. And he can't track it down as this ball falls.
Now batting, second baseman.
Tim Stoffer trot in from the bullpen as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 out.
Number 46, Tim Stoffer.
Donovan Solano will get his shot now with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 7. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Looks like double-barreled action now in the San Diego bullpen as they get a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. The 1-0 pitch. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw on to first will be in time, and the Marlins can't cash in here, and that ends the inning. Trouble averted there thanks to fine work from the Padre bullpen. It is stretch time here at Petco Park, all tied at 1-1. And now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Carter Capps will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Adeiny Echeverria is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
Number 3, Adeiny Echeverria.
That's a foul ball.
Grounded foul toward the third base dugout. Having success with the fastball here, it's 0-2 now.
You want to talk about a live arm? This guy's got one all right.
And he takes a good swing at that one as this is sent down the line in right, but ultimately into the crowd, a foul ball. Here comes another 0-2. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
Swung right over the top of that one as this is a little dribbler out in front of the mound. Throw beats him by a half a step. He almost beat that out.
Yeah, and that's a good job here to get off the mound quickly, pounce on it, and then make a good, strong throw.
Chris DENORFIA will stride in, grounded out his last time through. And now the Marlins bullpen will swing into action as a lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. Right-hander against right-hander as this is a ball 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now the 1-0 pitch. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now. Pitching him pretty careful here, wouldn't you say?
Well, it's possible to be too careful. I mean, this is not a Silver Slugger award winner up there. You want this guy to hit the ball and put it in play.
That one's in there, 3-1.
Not often you'll see a 3-0 slider, but when you need a strike, any pitch will do.
1 out, nobody on. And he lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Boy, and he's not too thrilled with that call out there on the mound. And you know what? I don't blame him. I mean, have a look where this pitch is. That catches an awful lot of the plate, and I think I'd be mad if I were him.
Yasmani Grandal will stand in. Base on balls his last time. First pitch on the way. In the dirt, but Saltalamacchia is there to smother it. Now it's 2-0.
2-0.
Stay out of the double play.
And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now.
Corner paint right there, 97 miles an hour. What are you going to do with that?
Now this is slowly hit to short, probably too slowly to get to. And nearly a double play. That was closer than I thought it would be, and the inning will continue.
Up next for the Padres, first baseman, Kyle Blanks.
Kyle Blanks will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Not a bad idea to take a look at that one there. Now that you've seen the curveball, you can start to get a better gauge on it. Get a feel for what it looks like coming out of the pitcher's hand.
Now the 0-1 home to blanks. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
Here's one hit towards the hole. Look at this. Throw is high, and it's over his head. Luckily, the right fielder gets it in quickly, though, so there'll be no further advance.
Well, you know what? There are some plays that just have to be made, especially late in the ballgame. And after that defensive breakdown, the go-ahead run's now going to move into scoring position.
Nick Hundley will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 4, Nick Hundley.
Good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike one.
And these Padres have not really had that one key hit yet. And this would be a perfect spot here.
No lead to speak of at second. Here's the pitch. Swing and a ball chopped foul down the left side. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike three called, and the inning is over. Padres leave a pair. Still tied 1 apiece. Dale Thayer will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8. Reed Johnson will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 5, Reed Johnson.
And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Swing and a hard ground ball to third. Oh, and Chase had some trouble with it. And the recovery's a quick one as he gets his man at first. Good composure that time to record the first out of the inning.
Well, I think the key to this play is that he never panicked after he bobbled the ball. So he knows right where it is, he regathers himself, and still makes a good, strong throw to get his man.
Christian Yelich will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. Here's a changeup that's right there, 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Here it comes. Here's a hard hit ball back up the middle. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. Two very well-pitched games thus far. There you see it. Each team with a 1 and a whole lot of zeros. 1-1 our score at this point in the ballgame. Things have been tight throughout. Rob Brantley will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. A little late on this one as it's lifted the other way down the left field line. DENORFIA is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Miami down in order. Score remains tied 1-1. Rob Brantley will stay in the ball game as a new shortstop.
Now playing shortstop, number 19, Rob Brantley.
So a new pitcher entering now, and it'll be the very hard-throwing right-hander Henry Rodriguez.
Henry Rodriguez.
Jeff Baker is also into the ball game now as he takes over at second. Everett Cabrera will lead things off here in the bottom half of inning number 8. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Off the plate and away there, 1 ball, no strikes. Fastball misses away here. It's 2-0. In the dirt, it's 3-0 now.
He's having a little trouble finding the strike zone here to start off the inning, and it's a long road back from 3-0.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
Just no chance to pull the trigger on that one. It just got on him too fast.
And he drops a change in on him there, and that'll run it full 3-2.
Boy, if he can get him right here, coming back from 3-0, what a way to start the inning that would be.
And he lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball 4.
Definitely not a guy you want to lose there. Now, you got something else to worry about besides your command.
Cameron MAYBIN will dig in. He doubled homer run last time around. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And there he goes towards second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second.
Oh, and with nobody out, that could turn out to be a big stolen base right there. Now, not only do you keep out of the double play, but you also get the ever-important go-ahead run into scoring position.
And they go away here. It's a cold strike, 0-2. For Cabrera, that's stolen base number 6 now on the year. That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, he didn't seem to do him any favors with the previous batter, and now here's another call that goes against him on the mound.
To the right side, but foul, and he'll try it again. Now another pitch is hit foul and headed for the seats, so the count will stay put at 1-2. Just did get a piece of that one, so he stays alive here. To the hole, left side, and it's through, a base hit. And now third base coach Glenn Hoffman's going to wave him on home. But it is not in time as they take the lead here in the late going. Mike Dunn is going to come on in relief as he'll be making his 20th appearance of the season.
Number 40, Michael Dunn.
Chase Headley will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out. Ball one. Marlins have some action in the bullpen now as a right-hander is up and throwing. Up around the letters with that one for ball two.
Got to be careful here with a run in already. You don't want to let one get away from you and lose the possibility of a double play.
And that's in there, 2-1. Is that really the spot you want to be messing with here?
It shouldn't be. That's a danger zone if you ask me.
Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. One there, on to first, so he comes right out of the bullpen and gets the double play.
The second baseman, number 9,
JEDD will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. Now a ball lined hard toward right center. And a dive, but it just tips off his glove as it's by him for a base hit. Will Venable will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Short lead from second, now the pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike. Tough spot here for a left-handed hitter, facing a guy that's exceptionally tough on lefties.
Yeah, you generally get so many at-bats against right-handed pitching. Now you're in a good RBI spot, and you're stuck facing a guy like this.
And this is swung on and pretty well hit. Out to deep left center field. And this one is a home run. So a 2-run shot to left center. 6th home run on the season for him. And the Padres have made it a 4-1 game.
Well, this is the chance you take when you work up in the zone like this. I mean, this is right in his happy zone, and he jumps all over it and sends it right over the wall.
A.J. Ramos is going to come on in relief as he'll be making his 20th appearance of the season. DENORFIA will be the first one to greet him as he'll start fresh here with the bases empty following the home run. And he gets under this one as the ball is skied into very shallow right. Baker is right there, and he will put it away to retire the side. But they strike for 3 in the inning, 2 on this 2-run home run. Last chance coming up here for the Marlins. It's now 4-1 Friars.
Your attention.
9th inning save situation now is on to try to close it down as the veteran right-hander Houston Street. GIANCARLO Stanton is in charge with starting things out in the 9th against Street.
GIANCARLO Stanton.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Off the plate and in, it's a ball and a strike. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
The pitch. Good biting slider there, hit on the ground down to third. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Garrett Jones will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. 1 out, nobody on. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2. Now here's the pitch. And he looks at a sinker for a called 3rd strike, and now there are 2 gone.
Well, there's no question that the sinker away has always been this guy's bread and butter pitch. You can see where it is on show track, and you're just not going to get a better location than that pitch with 2 strikes.
BOGUSEVIC is the last chance now with 2 out here in the 9th. And he'll lay off a fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. Changeup stays outside, and he's behind 2-0.
2 really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with 2 good takes.
And a sinker is over that time. It's back to 2-1. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
Here he comes on 2-1. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. And this crowd wasn't all that big, but they've stuck around to the final out. And he just does manage to fight this one off as it's fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Crowd on its feet. Here's Street to the plate. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Good work here out of the bullpen, and he's into double digits now. That's his 10th save here on the season.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. Entertaining game all in all, so if we have to choose one who stood out among all others, why not go with this man right here? He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game. This one was tight throughout, but in the end, he really helped lead his guys to this victory.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Padres win it 4-1. So long from San Diego.